Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to 657, Making Diligent Disciples. Today in our Bible story, we look again at the Israelites who had arrived in the promised land that God had brought them to. But first, I have a question for you all. Have you ever wanted something really badly just because someone else wanted it? Yeah, I remember I really wanted a cool pair of shoes that some of my friends had. It seemed like everyone had this pair of shoes, so I wanted to be just like them. I remember asking my mom for weeks if we could go to the store so I could get a pair of these shoes so that I could be cool like my friends. But you know what my mom said to me? She told me, "Rachel, you do not need any more pairs of shoes. You have more than enough pairs that work just fine." At the time, I was so angry with my mom. I thought that she didn't understand that I needed these shoes to be cool and to fit in. And you know what? After a while, all of my friends who had these shoes told me that they did not like to wear them because they hurt their feet. They were super uncomfortable. So it turns out that my mom was right. I had more than enough comfortable shoes that I could wear. Well, in our Bible story for today, we see that the Israelites are asking God for something that they thought they really needed just because they wanted to fit in and be like everyone else. The Israelites wanted God to give them a king to rule over their land. Now, remember, not that long ago, the Israelites lived in Egypt and they were enslaved to their evil leader, Pharaoh. But God saved them by bringing them out of that land and into this new land. And God had shown the Israelites time and time again that He was the only leader that they needed. God warned His people through the prophet Samuel that a king was not the solution the Israelites were looking for. Samuel told his people that they shouldn't ask for a king because later they would get angry at the king and ask God to fix it for them. But the Israelites refused to listen and kept asking God to give them a king to rule over them. And God heard their prayers and gave them what they wanted. He gave them a king. At first, King Saul was a great leader for his people. But after a while, just like God had predicted, Saul became a bad king. But instead of God laughing at his people and saying, "Ha, I told you so," God continued to lead, love, and forgive the Israelites. Sometimes we think that we know better than God. And thankfully, God is patient with us, and He continues to love and forgive us, even when we fail at our own plans and trust in ourselves rather than trusting in God. So as you read more about the story of the Israelites asking God for a king, remember that God has shown the Israelites time and time again that His plan is always better than the plan that they had. And He tells us that too. His plan is always better than our plan, even if we can't see it yet. So blessings on your week, and I'll see you next time.